friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about contact forces and pressure. So I just made a video about contact forces and the link is given below in the description box. You could also watch that. Now let's go on with the non-contact forces. Non-contact forces. So we learned about contact forces where two objects need to be in contact with each other. So what is this non-contact forces? So the forces where we need not be in contact with the object is called non-contact forces. So how is it possible? How can a force be applied when two objects are not in contact with each other? So there is an example. Now take two magnets and keep one of them on pencils. So take two magnets and keep one on the pencil. So 2 or 3 pencils, you could just keep it on it. Now take the north pole of the magnet towards the south pole of another magnet. So what happens is that they get attracted. Now take the south pole of the magnet towards the south pole of another magnet. So what happens is that they are repelled. So what is making them repel and attract? So it is due to a force called magnetic force. Now I have two pictures here. Here there is a north pole and of one magnet and south pole of another magnet. What happens is that they get attracted. Now north pole and north pole gets repelled. This is due to magnetic force. Gravity. You might have heard this word called gravity in some places. What strikes your mind? The apple falling down, right, to the ground. The apple falling down on the ground. So who is making it falling down? So how does an apple fall on the ground? So someone must be pulling it. So that is the force of the gravity. So it is a force that is present on earth which pulls objects. So it's a pretty greedy force. It just pulls everything towards itself. Now, not only on earth but every body in the universe. So this gravity is present on everything on the universe. Now let's move on to the next force called electrostatic force. Okay, pretty big name, right? Now when we rub a comb against our hair and take it nearer to the pieces of paper, they get attracted. So how is it possible? How can they get attracted just like that? So it is due to a force called electrostatic force. So they act between a charged body and a charged or an uncharged body. So it's between a charged body and a charged body, or an uncharged body and a charged body. So we learnt about the forces. Now let's move on to the next concept, that is pressure. So what is it? Now what strikes your mind is that you are pressurized to study. So is it what the real definition of pressure? No, that's different. So pressure is the force that is applied by unit area. So just like speed, it is having a formula, that is pressure is equal to force by area. So if we have a block, so block is having some area, right? So if I apply some pressure on it, what happens is that, if I apply some force on it, if we divide both the area and the force, we get the pressure. Pretty simple, right? So how are we able to hammer a nail on a block? So it's due to pressure. How is it related to it? So pressure is inversely proportional to area and directly proportional to force. Now more is the area, less is the pressure, and vice versa. So more is the area, less is the pressure, and less is the area, more is the pressure. Now this is the concept. So we cannot insert a nail by its blunt end. So there are two ends, right? One is the sharper one and the other is the blunt one. Now blunt end has more area. So as compared to the sharper end, blunter end is having more area, and we know that more is the area, less is the pressure. So less pressure is applied. So when we take the sharper end, less is the area. So more will be the pressure and it gets inserted to the block. So today we have learnt many concepts. Now let's recall them. So non-contact forces. So we learnt about magnetic force, gravity and electrostatic force. So magnetic forces are between magnets, so not only between them, so it's between a magnet and a magnet and a magnetic object like iron and copper and many things. So gravity, so it is between earth and moon, not only between them, it's between any object on the universe. So electrostatic is between a charged body and a charged body, or a charged body and an uncharged body. So we learned that pressure is equal to force applied per unit area, and we also know that how can we hammer a nail into a block. So hope you enjoyed this video, friends. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Comment down below whether you like this video or not. So catch you up in the next video. Bye.